Memory is the capacity that permits organisms to benefit from their past experiences. Views about the structure of memory have gone through many different phases throughout the history of the study of memory and can be traced back to the early Greek philosophers. However, one characteristic of memory structure that is now commonly accepted is that a part of memory is oriented towards events that have just occurred, while a part is related to events in the past. This is not a new idea. In fact, in 1890, William James wrote of an elementary or primary memory that makes us aware of the just past. He distinguished this from a secondary memory that is for properly recollected objects. George Miller in 1956 provided evidence to indicate that we have the capacity to hold about 7 items, such as words or digits, in short-term storage. In 1968, using a computer analogy, Atkinson and Schifrin concluded that memory structure should be thought of as similar to computer hardware. They considered that the software that allows the computer to function constitutes the control processes, which involve memory processes, such as storage and retrieval of information. My main focus of this discussion is the concept of forgetting and if and how it can be regulated. When forgetting occurs with the passing of time, the cause is genuinely termed trace decay. For example, if you try to recall how to hit a slice serve in tennis, after several years of not having performed it, you will have some initial difficulty remembering how to do it. Forgetting typically refers to a retrieval problem rather than to information no longer in memory. The concept of memory and ways to preserve and improve are constantly being discussed because of simple day-to-day forgetfulness as well as memory deteriorating diseases such as Alzheimer's. There are theories, assumptions, and new tests given in the medical world to further explain why forgetfulness occurs and if memory-depleting diseases such as Alzheimer's are seen more frequently among a particular race. Evidence suggests that the prevalence of cognitive impairment or Alzheimer's disease may be 2 to 3 times higher among older African Americans than in older non-Hispanic whites. Yet knowledge about diagnosis, management, and treatment of the disease is based almost exclusively on studies of non-Hispanic whites. To conclude, memory is the capacity that permits organisms to benefit from their past experiences, and it is also comprised of different structures. Forgetting is more so caused by the passage of time and misplacement of those older memories. Disease prevention or delaying disease onset is likely to be the critical component to reducing racial disparities in Alzheimer's disease. However, disease prevention first requires the identification of risk factors for cognitive decline and subsequently the development of strategies to modify behavior or intervene with treatment.